There are 4 things that you must do after getting paid. In today's video, I'm going to guide you through my payday routine. I'll show you what my internal process looks like and give you my secret recipe. So get ready to take notes. This works for me, so feel free to mimic what you like. If you disagree with something, skip it or ask me about it in the comments down below after you've liked and subscribed. This is Whiteboard Finance, and I'm here to help. Now, let's start with this. Tell me if you feel the same way. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I feel that payday is an amazing day. You check your bank account, the direct deposit hits, and the money is there. I know the feeling. It's like, thank goodness I needed that money. But sadly, as the days go by, you watch your balance decrease, trying to survive until the next payday. It's stressful, I know, but this can be fixed. So first, I'm going to do you a favor. I won't insult your intelligence. You already know the things you should be doing. Putting away more money for retirement, investing, making your money work for you, building passive income streams, and having an emergency fund. I know that you know this, but with the cost of living so high, everything is expensive. Those one-time expenses just keep popping up every month. It's never ending, so it's difficult to do all these things you know you should be doing. Let me share my payday routine with you so you can see how I build riches, and then I'll give you some life-changing tips. So, it's payday, money comes in, and it hits my bank account. Now, many boastful rich people on social media love to say, the first thing you do is pay yourself. I say I have bills to pay. I don't pay myself first, I pay my bills first. So, prioritize paying bills first. Number 1, at least for me, is to pay your bills. Mortgage or rent, car payment, credit card bills, student loans, cell phone, utilities, and the list goes on. Get those paid first. These rich folks and their acolytes say that to build wealth, you must pay yourself first. They're essentially saying that when you get your paycheck, the first thing you should do is set aside money to invest, no exceptions. So, for example, if your net paycheck each month is, let's say, $5,000, then the first thing you're supposed to do is take $1,000 of that and put it into the stock market or real estate, even if you end up not having enough to pay your bills. They say it doesn't matter. No excuses. Pay yourself first, then figure out the math later. I'm afraid I have to disagree with this pay yourself first approach. I pay my bills first, and here's why. Do you know what happens when you don't pay your mortgage? You get foreclosed, and they take your home, and no one deserves anything like that. If you don't pay your rent, you get evicted. If you don't pay your credit card balance, you pay an interest rate of 25% or more. The reality is that not everyone has the luxury of enough money from each paycheck to save and invest. That's the truth. I don't like it, but that's how it is. However, this can be fixed. There is hope, and it must be fixed. But it's not something that most people can correct with their next paycheck. It's unrealistic. Here's what helps me. Each month, I review my income and expenses on a month-by-month basis. I do this usually in Microsoft Excel. I highly recommend you do this too. It's a game changer. When I do this, my starting point is my net paycheck, my take-home pay. We're talking about after taxes. How much hits your account each month? Yes, your 401k contributions, insurance, taxes, etc. will affect your take-home pay. You're right if that's what you're thinking. But for simplicity's sake, just start with your monthly take-home pay. This is what I work with after taxes. From here, I pay my bills first. List out your necessary expenses. Mortgage or rent, car payment, student loan payment, cell phone, internet, electricity, gas, groceries. Not DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Starbucks. Those are conveniences, not necessities. I trust that you can distinguish between needs and wants here. Next, I look at my spreadsheet to see how much money is left after these necessities. Priority number 2 is setting aside money each month to invest. I'll take $500 a month and send it to my brokerage account to invest in stocks. Or I'll put it in a savings account to earn some interest. This is my don't touch money. I'm only using it for investing or buying assets to increase my wealth. I keep this money in a separate brokerage or savings account with no commingling. I won't mix it with any other money because I want to stay organized. And it reminds me that I'm seriously not going to touch this money. It's for my financial safety, security, and future wealth. So I pick an amount to set aside each month and revise this amount annually. My advice, don't be too aggressive with this. Make it manageable. Now, let's move on to priority number 3. After necessities and investing, I set aside money for something I'm saving up for specifically. It could be for a car, a down payment on a home, a vacation, or even a new cell phone. Or it could be setting aside money to pay down debts, the principal on an auto loan, mortgage, student loan, or credit card debt. My advice here is the same. Make this amount realistic, even if it's small. Anything is better than nothing. Here's priority number 4. With the remaining amount of money for the month, I say to myself, this is how much I can spend guilt-free for the month. My philosophy is that you have to live a little, take care of your responsibilities, but enjoy life. Spend it on fun, entertainment, convenience. Go shopping, do what you want, go nuts. I don't feel bad because I've taken care of my priorities. I'm building wealth and being responsible. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not wasting money. Even in this category, I still try to spend wisely. If I happen to have money left in this category, maybe I'll roll it over into next month's wants, pay down more debt, or invest it. You'll be free to do as you please. That's how I see it. So, to summarize, the 4 things I do after getting paid are pay your bills, invest, save for something, or pay down debts, and enjoy what's left. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I don't make enough money to do all these things. I'm glad we're talking about this because, for the majority, there's not much left after essential expenses. The cost of living has inflated faster than wages, and there's only so much you can cut. Some people don't even spend on entertainment, alcohol, designer clothes, or a fancy car, and the math still doesn't work. If you're in this situation, here's my advice. Number 1, people fixate on reducing expenses, but often neglect the other side of the equation. The goal is a surplus, more money coming in than going out. Cutting expenses only goes so far because, eventually, there's nothing left to cut. Just like sports, you need both offense and defense. Social media gurus will tell you to find a side hustle, become an influencer, learn to code, donate plasma, become a freelancer, or try dog walking. Listen, I'm not regurgitating that. If you don't want to do those things, I'm not going to make you feel bad about it. I'm going to share with you one piece of advice that is practical and will give you the best bang for your buck in terms of effort and reward. My advice to you is find a higher paying job, and hear me out. The best time to find a job is when you already have a job. So, find yourself an upgrade, that's what I'm saying. Do you know when the worst time to find a job is? It's when you're unemployed because you'll be desperate and you'll settle, which isn't a good look in your interview, now is it? Just think about it. If you already have a job, you have nothing to lose. You can look for a new job that offers better pay, flexibility, and benefits. And if you can't secure a big upgrade, then screw it. You're not going to settle because you already have a job, so there's no pressure. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or want to talk about this more, please reach out. I'm here to help. See you in the comments down below. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you later.